I just wanted to talk about the exciting news today that there has been unique DNA found on the planet Mars. There is life on Mars. This is like so awesome. I mean, we're like just jumping for joy. News outlets are talking about it. Psych. The real truth of the matter is that for many years now, many years now, since the beginning of time, it started with Cain. God created. God had egg meet sperm, or vice versa, sperm meet egg, and you've got the miracle of unique DNA, brand new DNA. We respect it as DNA and unique DNA only if we can say, oh, it was found on the planet Mars or it was on the moon. But we ignore the miracle of life in the womb of a mother here on Earth. We say it's just tissue. We don't call it what it is, which is life, unless it's something like that. And I just think that as a nation, it's sad. And I think that a lot of the things that we've seen, if you're a part of the Christian community, if you're not a part of the Christian community and don't have a desire to be, I'm really not talking to you. The Lord said, if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves and pray, then he would hear us from on the high. Then he would heal our land. So I'm calling for all Christians, especially those that profess the name of Jesus Christ, yet see absolutely nothing wrong with murdering innocent babies. There's a problem with that. And those very same Christians would probably jump for joy if NASA came out with a brand new announcement saying, hey, we've discovered brand new DNA. It was micro-sized, but it was brand new and it was unique and it was DNA. Therefore, it is life. They would accept that, and they would accept that as life. But the miracle that God created, that I've had in my own womb, feeling a baby moving, is not accepted as life from conception. There's really something wrong with that. And I'm so glad, as part of MAGA, we have a president in office who is the most pro-life I have seen in my lifetime, my voting life especially. I'm 42 years old now. I've been voting now since I was 18 years old. Glad to say Republican. I have never been on that plantation, and that's what it is, a plantation, thank God. But I've made some mistakes in my life. I haven't always been perfect. I haven't always followed Jesus. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying that as a Christian community now, we need to wake up. If you believe that you were created, believe that there is a God, you need to realize, and God simply means the one who created you. Okay? In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. So Jesus Christ was that Word. If you skip down the verse, that's John 1 and 1. And if you skip down to verse 14, I believe it says, and the Word was made flesh and dwelt among men, dwelt among us, and we beheld him. So that Word that was made flesh is Jesus Christ. So therefore, if you are a believer, you profess the name of Jesus Christ, remember that in there, I believe it's verse 2, could be wrong. I believe that it says all things that were made by him. That includes that tissue. That includes that egg that met sperm that develops. As soon as that egg and that sperm collide, then there becomes a change. A change begins to take place. It starts to develop and grow. So from conception. So this is why I call myself a pro-lifer from conception to natural death. And natural death is becoming more and more the thing. Listen to me. If you are someone that has any kind of ailments right now, if you are someone that is beyond a certain age right now, there's an attack on you too, just like there are those babies in the womb right now. That's what this whole right to die and dying with dignity and all of this kind of stuff is. When you have people that are diagnosed with a terminal illness that one person chooses to try to find ways to live with it, and then another person says, no, just give me the pills, I want to die. Most of the time it's because a person that receives a diagnosis of terminal illness, they're going to be depressed right off the bat just because they just found out some horrible news. Just love my hat. They just found out some horrible news that, hey, they've got a terminal illness. You're going to add on to that depression and say, hey, you're terminally ill. If you want to, you have the right to go ahead on and kill yourself right now. Come on now. Anybody, even people that are suffering from any kind of depression that haven't been diagnosed with a terminal illness, if you put the gun in their hand and say, pull the trigger, they're going to do it. So anyway, that's my rant for today. I just wanted to discuss that a little bit. I'm very excited about what's going on with our Supreme Court of the U.S., our SCOTUS right now. I'm excited that President Trump is being able to fulfill more promises made, promises kept. And I'm energized because right now at the lower court level, we have states, a lot of the conservative states that are like Iowa, Mississippi, Ohio, Kentucky. They are chomping at the bits to see who's going to be the one that's on the ballot as the state that had ushered in the case that overturned Roe v. Wade. And I'm just ecstatic about it. I'm excited about it. A lot of people don't realize the demonic activity that takes place when you are dashing a baby in the womb to kill the soul. A lot of Christian believers don't really believe in the book of Enoch, but I challenge you to Google dashing the baby in the womb to kill its soul, Enoch, book of Enoch. If you put that in Google, you'll read some things in there and it's going to change your mind and it's going to flip your world upside down when it comes to a lot of these things. Anyway, I'm going to say it again, hashtag walk away. It's never too late. As long as you have breath in your body, you have the opportunity to make a correct decision. I'm going to say that if you are Democrat, just because grandma was Democrat or mama was Democrat or pappy was Democrat, you have the choice to walk away. Hashtag walk away today. You do not have to conform to that. If the platform does not fit what you strongly believe and what you know to be right, even if it just doesn't line up with the moral lifestyle, and you're a moral person, then you need to look at the platform, Democrat versus Republican. Look at some of the things that the Democrats are pushing, the pride parades. Look at some of the people. You guys, I've been in San Francisco. I live here right outside of the Bay Area in the suburbs. I've been there when these folks are doing all of this evil and stuff. If you could just see what they look like, look into their eyes, look at how they're dressed, you know something demonic's going on there. So if the platform does not fit, don't just look at the candidate. I'm not saying that you just give all candidates a pass, but don't just look at the candidate. Look at the platform on which they stand also. If the platform says murdering babies is okay, that's an issue. If the platform says homosexuality is okay, that's an issue. If the platform says putting oppressive taxes on people that are working hard for their money is okay, that's an issue. If it doesn't agree with you, if it doesn't feel right, don't feel like you got to do it just because so-and-so do it. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Bye, Felicia. Thank you, and God bless you all.